All right, well, he's one of the more accomplished Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioners in this division, DC, and I know how many chokes you have in your arsenal. Offensive Jiu-Jitsu, defensive Jiu-Jitsu, doesn't get much better than this guy.
It doesn't get as high level in terms of the Jiu-Jitsu knowledge. He knows in every exchange that he's the guy that's processing things at a different level. From the armbar submissions that he has shown in the octagon to the beautiful guillotine chokes that he does over and over again. And don't think that he won't roll for a knee bar and get a submission. Right. It's just constant danger when you're in the jiu-jitsu with this guy.
And even the high-level wrestlers that he's fought have paused to try to take him down because of that patented guillotine.
It's
so truly a case of pick your poison with this Brazilian jiu-jitsu practitioner. All right, so here's the former UFC interim welterweight champion Colbi Kovington, and whether he's banging on the Brazilians or going at fans on Twitter, there's a lot that encompasses this total package of Colbi Kovington. He's a hell of a fighter, though.
But ultimately, it's about the fighting. And the fighting ability is what has carried Colbi to such a great start in his UFC career. A former champion, a guy that's been in there with the very best of the division. And when he's been in there, he's been able to get his hand raised. I always go back to the Rafael Dos Anjos fight, and I watch Colbi put a pace on him that Dos Anjos, who is also known for his cardio, could not keep. It was inspiring to watch, and if you know Colbi before fighting, you know that he trains as hard as anybody in the world to try to accomplish his goal.
Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. Both fighters are 32. Kьеса will have a 3-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the official introductions, we send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
In the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 5 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Spokane Valley, Washington, he is an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Michael Maverick Kьеса! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a wrestler holding a professional record of 16 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Colbi Kovington! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Murgliata.
So Dan Murgliata shares the cage.
Are you ready?
All right, DC, round 1 is upon us, and if you are somebody that enjoys the ground fighting game, this matchup could be custom made for you.
This fight is made for you. But does the grappler try to keep this fight standing? Does he just throw the jiu-jitsu fighter down and then back out? Because even though he's a phenomenal grappler, he will be at a disadvantage if this fight takes too much time on the ground in the jiu-jitsu round.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Right hand punch in the clinch.
Covington goes to the clinch here early. Oh, and there's the double leg takedown, DC. That is just too good, too easy.
Too good, too easy. The timing was just too good. Before he could even defend, he's already off of his feet, going backwards. It's hard to run backwards, and that's what happens when this guy hits his double leg.
All right, working inside the now open guard of his opponent.
Throwing up a triangle. The guy on his back is very good at submissions, and if he's not careful here, he's gonna get stuck and he will have to submit.
Covington's attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Michael Kьеса. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here, and if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's gonna stop.
You gotta defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Covington's able to make a nice transition there back into side control. 90 seconds now to go in the round. Volume strikes continue to rain down. His opponent pretty helpless there on the ground.
His opponent is helpless. He's been hurt, he's been battered, he's been beat, and now this guy's just trying to find the right time to land the strike that ends the fight.
Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation, and a healthy one, for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Kiesa's pass is gonna... Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
You ready? You ready? Let's go.
All right, round two. Covington gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there. Nice jab there by Covington. He's a guy who will wow you with pace and pressure, whether he's wrestling or striking.
Yeah, I mean, it's his calling card, right? His calling card is for him to really dictate the pace, really push the pressure on you, and hope that his opponents will wilt under the pressure that he brings.
Starting to do some really significant damage.
One takedown is easy to defend. When you start stringing them together is when guys struggle. Now he's going to attack a triangle choke here. Oh! Now he falls back into the finishing position.
Right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
So you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. All right, close guard now. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Covington. Kьеса going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
And they separate. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. That's a perfect scramble right there. Beautiful transition. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. A lot of top pressure being applied here. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
He's having his way with him here. And that's the end of round number two.
Great job. Last round is coming up. Your wrestling is your strong point. He has no answer for you, so let's keep doing that. You know what he's going to do. He's going to throw those shots.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
Third and final is underway.
That one snuck in. Nice strike. Huge knee lands from Luke Hogan.
Well, that body kick was there earlier, not there on that attempt. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? And they separate. All right, well, he's landed some good shots tonight.
Wow, he actually got the takedown.
Close guard. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Pretty good right hand. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. And he landed the right hand there. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Covington's got him in a crucifix now, gonna go to work from the top. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on them.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm, it's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Somehow stays in the fight. All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
20 seconds left. All right, so there's the final horn as the fighters go the distance here tonight, and it really was all about his takedown game. Most of the time when he changed levels, he was able to get the fight where he wanted to.
Yeah, Johnny changed levels, and he did it beautifully. He had fantastic timing on those takedowns. He had great finishes on those takedowns, and he had a commitment to scoring as many as he needed to in order to get his hand raised. And I feel like tonight he should win this victory pretty easily.
All right, it looks like the official decision is in. Yes, here's Bruce Buck.
Scorecards for decision. The judges scored the contest 29-28, 30-27, and 30-27. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Colbi Kovington.
Well, he did not get the finish that he certainly prioritized when we sat down with him at our fighter meeting, but a win is a win. He gets it done by unanimous decision.
And he said he wanted to finish, but sometimes your opponent's not willing to play the game. In those instances, all you can do is control what you can control, and that's fight to the best of your ability. He did exactly that tonight.